Bugsy Bug here, and welcome back to another video. I meant to originally work on this and finish this at the beginning of the month, but it's been a bit busy lately, so it's gonna be a bit later when all of this comes out. But I am doing a remake a character May, which isn't something I've seen anybody do prior, but I thought would be pretty good to do because I was looking through my old videos that I did for OCtober, and I really wanted an excuse to remake some of the designs. So I started with the first character who I had designed over a year ago, who is called Aspen. Originally for his design, it was a bit hard to tell if he was meant to be more of a cat or a dog-like creature, but in the new design I tried to lean more into a wolf or a coyote, and I changed quite a lot of small details, especially in terms of the patterning, and adding a lot more variety now that I have the skills to be able to do that. How I tend to do reference sheets lately is I'll have one default with no emotion, and then I'll have one that's being scared, one that's being sad, one that's being upset or hurt, and one that's being happy, to show both how the different designs work and also how different characters will express different emotions. I think one of the biggest challenges I had was making sure that the swirl patterning and the nose patterning didn't ever overlap because of the perspective, because they were obviously not attached. Aside from that, I'm very proud of how it all came out. I've been working a lot on trying to improve my art, so it's really good seeing how much I've improved to be able to also stylize it a lot and have a lot more variety in my designs, especially being able to understand how limbs work better, especially tails and legs, but also necks too. I'm hoping to eventually be able to remake all of my characters I made for OCtober. It just might take a bit longer, and it's probably going to end up going past May. But either way, I just thought it would be something to do to get back into doing art, which I haven't had much time for lately, but I'm starting to get a bit more time to do it, so I thought I might as well try to get out of my lack of drawing funk by doing a lot more drawing, and especially trying to revitalize some older characters. I think aside from that, the only other challenge was making sure that the eye color was good, because I tend to make it so that eye colors are also the mouth colors, which led to some weird effects with the eye color, but I didn't want the eye color to be too boring, so that's what led to the odd mouth coloring. Aside from that though, especially for my first time drawing something and actually finishing it in a bit, it turned out pretty well. I've been a bit busy with a lot of projects and a lot of stuff I'm focusing on, so I haven't been able to actually make a video lately because there's just so much stuff I've been working on that's just takes so much time. So it's nice to actually be able to start posting more, and I think that after this I'll probably at least once a week try to post an animation to just try to slowly knock out some of the animations I've been wanting to finish for a bit. Even if they just end up being partly or mostly sketches, I'd really want to just finish some of the stuff that I've just had waiting to finish for a long time. Because there are tons of animations like that, where it's just been waiting for the right time to finish it, but it's just, I move on to another project that I have passion for so quickly that I just can never get around to finishing it. Anyway, so hopefully I'll end up being able to start uploading a bit more even after this. This is kind of going to be a way for me to slowly get back into uploading more often, even past this point. So I'm not just going from no uploads to at least once a week. But even then, I think I'm going to make it so even though I'll try to do it once a week, it's going to be less solid in how it'll work, because I don't want to make it so that I feel like I have a deadline I have to hit and that I'll feel bad if I'll miss it. Like how I planned on doing this on May 1st, but I didn't, and actually did it really late on May 3rd. Just trying to make it so that there's plenty of space, because I will probably mess up with timing, so I just don't want to make it so that anything is too set in stone. But I still hope to be able to do a lot more drawing and a lot more animations, especially over the summer. And I have some projects I've been working on too, which will be more long-term, but I'll eventually be able to put out some stuff about. It's just taking a bit to get done. Anyway, here is the original design that I made over a year ago, and here is the new design. Please let me know if there's anything I could do to improve on it, especially in the future, so I can add a lot more stylization, since that's something that I'm trying to do more of, but I struggle with a bit, making every single character look different. And I appreciate any advice to stylize characters and make them look different from each other. Thank you for watching, Have a wonderful time zone, and I will bug you later.